All right, guys, this is P again with PSMG. We're here with Jordan Watford of Lancaster. Jordan, real quick, let's talk about your summer stats, or your spring stats with Upward. I think it was 11 points per game, about 4 rebounds per game. Just let's talk about Upward. Just how has Upward helped you throughout your career? Because I think you played all 3 years. Let's talk about that.
Well, being with Upward, man, it's always been a culture type thing with Upward. Being around Kurt, somebody that's real with you, it's a family environment. It's not just like any other AU program where they just want you to hoop. Coach Kurt really wants to see you be great, develop you on and off the court, and I really like that of Kurt. And he's always truthful with everything he says. So I would say being around Upward definitely helped me.
That's right. I can attest to that too. Just being around the program and being part of it, I can really attest to that. So let's keep moving. How long have you been playing a game of basketball?
Since about the age of 4.
Age of 4. All right, so now a rising senior?
Yes, sir.
Rising senior. So what was one of your most memorable moments from playing basketball all these years?
If I had to put a memorable moment, even though we lost, I would say the state championship game. Just the fact that we got there as the group and that group, even though we lost, I would always say that game because obviously with it being a loss, that game gonna stand out to me. But just the fact that we got there, so if I didn't have to say a game, I would say that whole season, but definitely that game in particular.
So what season was that? How many years ago was that?
Just a year ago, my 10th grade year.
Gotcha. So 10th grade year. So now, with that being in your mind now, what's your goal for this year? How is the locker room? How is the approach to the game? How is everybody looking to come back next year?
Everybody's looking good. I feel like this is another year where we got the right pieces. One of our key players is coming back from a torn ACL, so I feel like when he get back, we'll be good. So I feel like this is another year we can make a state run just as deep as possible as we get, and I just can't wait to get there. Because with the locker room, with the guys, everything is a family environment as well. We all been growing up playing with each other since rec ball, so I feel like everything with us is good. We just can't wait to play.
Gotcha. And just seeing you over the years, especially now as the game has grown, I think you do a lot of things. I think elite communicator. I think you do a lot of things well. So what comes easiest to you about your game?
Just the way I see the floor. I feel like with my IQ and the way I think of the game, I feel like whether it's defensively or offensively, I feel like I'm always one step ahead. I can see something before it happens, and I feel like that's really my part of the game that I'm really best at.
Gotcha. Well, now with every plus, we got some negatives. What you say is the hardest part of your game? What comes the hardest with you right now, if anything?
Honestly, I would say the hardest part of my game. I wouldn't say nothing right now. As of right now, I feel like everything is just smooth with me, one type of thing. But obviously, I know there's coaches out there that might think otherwise. So anything they think, I feel like I could just keep working on, do better. But me personally, I feel like no.
Gotcha. So I know you got a game coming up, so let's get a couple more questions. So with your game right now, an NBA game, who would you model your game after?
LeBron. I feel like obviously I don't got the athleticism and stuff that he had, but just going back to the IQ part and the way I think of the game, I feel like I could dissect the game, break things apart, just make the game easier for me, which is what he does a lot. So I feel like that's something I really look at when I'm watching.
Gotcha. So last question so you can get out of here. A lot of young kids going to be watching. We're trying to grow the channel. So just one thing, if you get one thing to young kids today about coming up in the game, what piece of advice can you give them? Your best piece of advice right now?
Don't worry about other people. Don't look at what other people are doing. Work on what you can work on. I mean, that's something it took me a hard time to learn how to do. I used to see these other kids get offers, these other kids work, but in the end, I got a long-term goal. That's to get to the league and be as good as possible. As of right now, anybody can be better than you right now, but you don't want them to be better than you in the future. So just put your head down and keep working until then and see how things go.
Gotcha. Well, there you got it. We are in black and white with PSMG. We got Jordan Watford. Much love on the year. Here we go.